Three, two, one, action.
Well, let me tell you something, brother!
Hello, and welcome to a very quick episode of the Wrestling and Film Podcast. So, first and foremost, Happy New Year. But before we dive right into 2026, I want to give you a little reflection, a little celebration of the top wrestling and film performances of 2025. So, there's more and more, wrestlers making their mark in the industry, in films, which is awesome. And like I said, I want to spotlight and highlight some of the best ones. So, losing my voice. Best ones. So, let's start. At number 5, MJF in Happy Gilmore 2. Now, not the most breathtaking performance by any means, but it was perfect for MJF. If you know, the AEW superstar, now AEW World Champion again, quirky silliness, a lot of kind of crazy antics, and it was perfect for MJF to play one of Happy Gilmore's kind of grown kids. Like I said, nothing breathtaking, but MJF has nice little moments. There's a nice little, just a lot of little moments where he goes from like saying his quirky one-liners to going to very physical, kind of larger than life comedy. It fits, it works, and it's good fun. And for MJF, it was a nice spotlight and kind of intro into Hollywood. So yeah, good stuff. Number 4, we have 2 kind of spotlights from this film, but the first one being Cody Rhodes in The Naked Gun. Fun cameo. Cody plays a bartender who's serving Liam Neeson, and there's a history there. Liam Neeson shot Cody Rhodes' brother. Cody plays the character really well. Like, he plays a straight kind of like serious kind of guy really well, in a very, very comedic scene where he's kind of prodding at Neeson like, you don't know who I am, you don't know what you did to my brother, and he's going through all the list of things of how Liam Neeson may remember his brother, and he gives the classic line, he was white, and Liam Neeson clicks and he remembers the guy. Really funny, really silly, but definitely I think it was a nice just kind of little intro into, I think, Cody as an actor, and he can do subtleties and things quite well. So hopefully more of that, and we'll see in Street Fighter what Cody has, so I look forward to that as well. Number 3, Top Gun, The Naked Gun again. Dave Bautista has a wonderful, wonderful cameo. Now, I'll admit it's not been the best year for Dave in terms of films. He's had some less appealing, less successful films from commercial and kind of critical standpoint. But this was a lovely performance, and just another reminder of Dave's just real great qualities as an actor. It's the scene is a minute, 2 minutes maybe. At the very end, Liam Neeson is in the middle of his speech of kind of talking to the bad guy. We cut to the bad guy, and then we cut back mid-speech, and Batista is in Liam Neeson's position, and he's carrying on the lines, and then he fluffs the lines, and then Liam Neeson comes back from the toilet, and Dave's apologetic, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I messed it up, and then he goes and he's being attacked by the other bad guys, and it's just ridiculous. Like the film is, it's ridiculous, but Dave shows his comedic chops, his just the intricate little kind of quirks and his brilliance in comedy, and it reminds us of like Drax and how good he was in those moments. And yeah, he's such a good actor, and he made that little moment excellent. And yeah, a reminder, and hopefully we can get more of quality performance from Dave moving forward. But that was a great one, and I will spotlight that because it was a lot of fun. Number 2, Dwayne Johnson, The Smashing Machine. We've spoken about this before, but specifically I want to highlight there's the locker room scene he has with Emily Blunt. So it's before the first big fight of the film, and Mark Kerr's in the locker room, and Emily Blunt walks in, and Kerr is just trying to focus, and he's all serious, and he's not speaking to his wife Dawn, Emily Blunt, and The Rock is just so brilliant at his intensity when he's just trying to focus, and Emily Blunt's character is just kind of prodding the bear, but he's like just trying to focus, and then Emily Blunt's character, Dawn twists it, very manipulative. She's kind of challenging him, calling him selfish, and then he shows this kind of vulnerability and this, sensitivity where he's apologetic, and he's like, don't want to do any, I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just trying to focus. Please, let's not do this. And then it flips to when he goes really mad and they go have a shouting match and it's crazy, and just the range of emotions and the build up to that kind of like explosion is amazing. And also like the vulnerability he shows where he's just kind of being manipulative and kind of coerced into this fight is, it's amazing. It's my favourite scene of the film, and it's just the most incredible performance. Number one belongs to John Cena in Peacemaker. Specifically, arguably the greatest acting performance of John's career. This scene, season 2, episode 6, he has kind of like a heart-to-heart with Jennifer Holland's character, Amelia Harcourt. They finally kind of try to unpack. He finally tries to crack Amelia and says, what do you feel about me? And they kind of just go back and forth, and it's almost mind-blowing in a way how effortlessly Cena goes from kind of the buffoon, kind of silly, hammy aspects of his character to genuinely intense and serious and trying to bring that real emotion out of Amelia, to then naive, embarrassed. He goes all over, and it's just amazing. And you go from genuinely laughing like at him or with him, to really feeling for him, and also him making you just kind of just break. There's the moment where he's constantly trying to be like, tell Amelia he likes her and he wants to be with her, and then Amelia, she just like kind of flips out and she's like, I'm a effing nightmare. And he says, I don't care. And then she's like, I get into fights just to kind of feel something, just like you said. And he's like, and I still love you. And she breaks and she starts crying. And Jennifer Holland is amazing in it as well. But that performance from John, mind-blowing. And it was a perfect cap for the great year of John. Yeah, that scene is why, for me, John is probably my favourite, actually. Has become perhaps my favourite actor out of those three, most successful kind of wrestling stars transitioned into actors. Why John has now become my favourite to watch. His energy and now his genuine skill going in all these different kind of directions, particularly in Peacemaker. It's amazing. I love it. And just like I said, if you don't see any other thing from Peacemaker, watch that scene, because it's as good as just any actor can do. It is brilliant. So those are my top 5. Great stuff from our amazing wrestlers going into the world of acting. Hopefully that, like I said, that trajectory keeps going up. The Rock's continuing to explore and expand into different directions. Cena will have more, I'm sure. Batista's got a movie with Jason Momoa, which I'm so excited about. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns in Street Fighter. So more to look forward to. 2026 is going to be great. Let's rock and roll. Thank you. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go watch those performances. Love ya.